What's up, y'all? This is the Curious One, and we're here kicking it at the ugly table. Uh, so I've already shot this video, but something fucked up with my camera, and in order to post it, I would have to paste two different videos together, and the video editor app that I normally use got an update a while back, and it basically just turns all the background into Minecraft. So normally when something like that would happen, I would just scrap the video and I'd be like, fuck it, this figure doesn't get, I'm not going to post this, you know what I mean? Or if I junk ramble for way too long, then a lot of the times I won't even post the video, or if I just do it like gaga, I won't even post them. But I like this figure enough to where we're going to go ahead and reshoot it, because I think a lot of other people will like this figure as well. The other thing is that it's a female character, and female characters don't get a whole lot of love sometimes, and it's not because they're female. I don't think, in my personal opinion, I think it's more because the female figures lack really good articulation, and this figure is definitely a step up above what we're used to getting from Marvel Legends, so I definitely want to showcase it. So we're just going to start with the empty box here. You got to build a figure Armadillo up there, you got a +4 up there, got a warning, don't feed it to children under 3, got a Legends series there, got a Marvel Spiderman, Marvel's Shriek, and then you got a little Hasbro down there on the bottom. On this side we got some art. On the back we have the same art, Marvel Legends series, Marvel Shriek. Got a read up right there if you want to pause and read it, if you want to. Got an Armadillo. Got all the figures in the series. I did not pick up every figure in the series. I got the advanced suit Spider-Man. I got the black and gold Spider-Man that you see back there. I got the Marvel Legends Spider-Verse, which you will see back there. And then I bought the Shriek. Now, I didn't pick up the Doctor Strange because he's just not one of my favorite characters. I'm trying to keep my collection kind of small, just because I don't have the space or the money to collect everything. You know what I mean? So I'm a little picky sometimes, but then also other times I just have like impulse buys where I find a figure for cheap and I'm like, whatever, and then sometimes I have buyer's remorse. So I did not pick him up. I didn't pick up the J. Jameson. I didn't pick him up just because I consider him an accessory to Spider-Man, and I just don't really feel like I need old man in a suit. You know what I mean? Did I say that backwards? The gold and black, and then the Miles. Oh, okay. And then this guy here, I vaguely remember him from the cartoons. I didn't read the comic books. To be honest with you, I was too busy doing other things when I was a little kid. I didn't really read much of anything back then, to be honest with you. But he does kind of look like a vampire, so if I need a vampire, I might pick him up. I would like to finish the Armadillo, but what is that? $22, $22, $22. You know, 20 or 66, and then plus tax. I don't need it that much, you know what I mean? And then I would have 3 figures that I wouldn't know what to do with, or at least 2. I could use him as a vampire, like I said. So I'm probably not going to do that unless I can find those 3 on sale. I think he's probably going to be the hardest one to find on sale. Hopefully that happens, because I do really dig the Armadillo. Even though I don't know that character very well, I think it looks fucking awesome, and I would definitely love to have it on the shelf. So then we have a Marvel here, got a Hasbro there, got the attention, don't eat it, or if you feed it to small children. Up here on the top, we got a red spider. Looks pretty nice. Down here on the bottom, we've got a bunch of legalese, and then it's made in China is asshole. And then you got a skew right there. And she's going to come with the biggest piece of the Armadillo Build-A-Figure. She comes with the torso. And then this rubber piece actually just comes separate. And it's just got a peg that you peg into the back. And that's what that's going to look like. These two legs came with one of those two. I can't remember right or left. So, but you get the idea, you know what I'm saying? So here's the figure out of the box. I don't know this character like whatsoever. I do know that it's going to be in the new Venom 2 movie. I do also know that they race swapped it because I don't know, that's the Peter Wood's like favorite thing to do for some reason. I don't know why. Doesn't make any sense to me. I would think that you would just go with the best actress rather than like, hey, let's turn that one black. Hey, let's turn that one Chinese. Hey, let's turn that one Malaysian. Let's, you know, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why you wouldn't just go with the best actress or the one that looks the most like the character, who is also a good actress or actor, whatever. But I don't know. I did hear people say that it wasn't accurate or whatever. So I did do a quick Google search, and I came up with two different versions. And then the star thingy on her eye kind of changes. Sometimes she has a pupil, sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes it's a 5-point star like the Kiss, I think, drummer. And then sometimes it looks like that. There was two different versions. In one of them, she's wearing what kind of looks like a swimsuit, and then the leg from here to there is white, and the rest is black. And then from here, it's white to around in here, and then the rest is black. I think that's the way it goes. I might have it switched, but this does look a lot like one of the versions. So I think it's close enough to where if you actually know the character, when you look at it, you're gonna say, oh, okay, that's Shriek. Like I said, I don't really know it, so to me it's kind of new. It's gonna come with these open hands, which we've seen with other female figures. It's gonna come with fisted hands, which I believe, I'm pretty sure all three of these hands came with a female figure at some point or another. Reuse is what buys you new molds, so if it works, it works. Here's your little turnaround so you can get a look at her. I gotta tell you, I do really like the way this figure looks. And I think she's a pretty good step in the right direction. It is an improvement on the majority of the female figures that we normally get. I actually really like this female body as well, but this is even a step above that one. We are still missing boot cuts though, and I really think that we need those, and I think we need something that will get the feet to point up a little bit more, because if you're getting them in some crouching poses and stuff, sometimes you really need that foot to go up some more. The classified series is really bad at that as well. There's like no upward movement on the feet. So those two things I'm hoping will be the next step in the evolution that is the female action figure from Hasbro. Alright, so I think that was kind of a bad angle. So we'll do one more spin around just so you can see the figure a little bit better. And then we'll do a up close look, and I'll try to do some articulation for you guys. So here she is up close. Has the short hair, has the bangs. I do like the way they did her hair. It's all black. It looks like it may have some type of dry brushing on it to make the details pop out, but it might just be the plastic or how deep those cuts are that actually just makes the shadows to where it pops out. I can't tell you 100% for sure. She does have some dangly earrings, some silver circles hanging down there. Got a nice looking white design that is painted pretty well. I don't see any blemishes on the well, is that just a little bit right there, barely visible on the camera, but it's pretty clean. And then I also have a scratch back here on the back, but you know, it's on the back, so not too bad. Down here on the hands, you're going to have a portion of it painted black. They did use a black peg, so on this side it's going to look good. On this side, not as good, but sacrifices, you know what I mean? Down here you have more white paint that goes up this direction. Thought that was a speck for a second, but it's probably just ash. Got a silver bracelet. Focus. Why are you focusing on her boobs, you perverted camera? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so you got a silver bracelet, and I believe it's painted, or I mean, glued on there. It doesn't move around. Oh no, it was just friction fit. So be careful that you don't lose that. It would kind of suck. Down here, you're gonna have a white peg on, you know, both sides going to be a white peg. I might actually glue that on there just so I don't lose it. Could be a good idea. Then you get a belt, which does move around. At first I thought it was the same belt as the retro Black Widow, but after I looked at it again, did a comparison, it is different. So yeah, it does kind of rock around. So if you're trying to do stop motion, that could be an issue for you. But if you're just taking photos, it probably is not going to be too bad. You got down to the legs. I believe we've seen these feet before. I think it's the feet that they actually use for a lot of their Marvel Legends. Got the booty. Very nice looking, I think, in my personal opinion. I like the way this figure looks. So, because there's a lot of hair, you're not going to get a ton of looking up. It is a softer material, but it's still pretty stiff, and you're just not going to get that head looking up the way you would probably want for a flying or an acrobatic type figure. It's just not going to happen. You know what I mean? So then you can get her to look down a lot, but the hair is going to look a little funky. I don't think that that's anything that you're not used to already. You're going to get some head rock. And of course it can spin all the way around, but you're going to have to beware of the hair. You can get more than a T-pose. Alright, so that's awesome. Go all the way around. Got a bicep swivel. Crap, dropped her. Got a bicep swivel there. And then the star of the show, you have pinless double jointed elbows. So that's better than classified series. I've been heard saying that the classified series is the best at the female articulation. This is kind of this is gonna make it a competition again, to be honest with you. Of course, because it's double pin, or because it's double jointed, you're not going to get the bicep swivel, or I mean the swivel at the elbow, but you do get the bicep swivel, so you still get the same amount of movement. Here you're going to have a diaphragm cut like you normally see on the female Marvel Legends. You're not going to get a whole lot of ab crunch out of her, but you do get some pretty decent backward movement, and you do get a lot of rocking, which is good. Now, the way they shape the hips makes the figure look really nice. So I'm not sure that I would actually want a cut there, but I wouldn't mind an ab crunch down here like this Spiderman. I think that might be able to work, but I definitely wouldn't want to chop up those hips. Those hips are really nice looking. So you're going to get that much forward on your kicks. Going to get that much backward on your kicks because of the sculpt of the butt. You can fudge it a little bit, and from certain angles it'll look like she's kicking a little bit farther back, but not a whole lot on that. Get a thigh swivel. Oh, actually first, not getting the full splits, but that's better than actually better than some of these Spider-Man bodies, to be honest, although he's doing pretty good up there. But I think I shifted it and kind of, yeah. Anyways, thigh swivel, and then you get pinless double jointed knees. Not gonna kick herself in the butt, but that's a pretty good amount. Actually, I think, can I get more out of that? Yeah, get a little bit more out of that. There we go. So now we are still lacking a boot cut, which I think would make this figure a little bit better, I think. Yeah. So then we're gonna get about that much upward motion on the foot, and like I said, I do believe we've seen these before. I do believe that they're the same as these here that are on my custom Lady Snake Eyes, who is on the Black Widow retro body. So then you're going to get a lot of down. That's really good. That is definitely really good. But sometimes you need a little bit more up. So that would also be an improvement that I would like to see. It might need to leave some gappage up there, but I would be willing to trade that off. Then you also get the forward facing pin. So you get some really good ankle pivot. You do have peg holes there, and then of course it's made by slave labor in China. I would like that to change. I would say let's make them in Hong Kong, but all of Hong Kong's allies kind of noped out of helping them, so they're kind of screwed right now. They're probably going to end up just being part of China. But I think we could maybe move all of our manufacturing to I don't know. Taiwan used to make a lot of this stuff when I was a kid. There was also South Korea and Mexico. I don't think I've ever seen made in the Philippines on anything, so hey, maybe we could have it manufactured there. I don't know. I don't see anything changing in the foreseeable future as far as that goes, but I'm hoping within my lifetime we will stop giving China all of our money. But yeah, I gotta tell you, I really, really dig this figure. And of the 3 from this series that I've gotten so far, I'm going to say this is my favorite figure. This one is my favorite Spider-Man so far. I haven't gotten, there's a 3rd Spider-Man. I haven't received him yet, but thus far he is my favorite. Mostly because he has all the appropriate hands. But yeah, I'm going to say that this is my favorite figure of the wave. I definitely recommend her. I do not have any buyer's remorse about it. I fucking love it. So, y'all have a good night. Try to stay out of trouble. Y'all take it easy, alright? Laters.